Hello, I'm David Chaston with 90 at 9, brought to you by Interest.co.nz. This week, get everything you need to know in 90 seconds at 9 o'clock, with news labour costs are rising faster in the US than originally reported. But first, this morning's dairy auction brought slightly higher prices. Overall, they were up 3.5%, that's 3.2% in New Zealand dollars, and the whole milk powder price was up 4.9%. This is now a string of 4 consecutive rises, and 7 out of the last 8 auctions have brought price gains. Since July, dairy prices have risen 56%, and prices are now back to where they were in June 2014. In the US, there's been a sharp increase in labour productivity. Not only is output rising, the cost of labour grew more quickly than previously thought in the second and third quarters of 2016, the latest sign that American wages are picking up. Such costs grew at 0.7% rate in July through September, more than double the initial estimate of 0.3% gain. Economists had expected the new figure to show just a 0.2% increase. In Italy, Bank Monte dei Paschi of Siena is being readied for a state bailout following the collapse of reform proposals by voters. A kicked can is being picked up by the taxpayers, who seem happy about it based on their anti-reform vote. And the latest OECD education achievement data shows that New Zealand students are performing worse at all income levels, achievement levels, and across government, integrated and private schools. We are still ahead of the OECD average for science, maths and reading, but we have fallen relatively since 2006. On the equity side, we've changed little since 2006. Basically, New Zealand students are 2 years behind the top performer, Singapore. In Australia, they will report their third quarter GDP growth data today, and some economists are bracing for a fall. New Zealand GDP data is not due out until December 22nd and is late because of the Wellington earthquake's impact on Statistics New Zealand. However, yesterday the Reserve Bank of Australia held its policy rate at 1.5% as a global commodity upswing eased the impact of a weaker economy at home. In New York, the US Treasury 10-year yield is a little higher today, now at 2.39%. Oil prices are lower today, down about $1 a barrel, now just under $51 a barrel for the US benchmark, while the Brent benchmark is now just under $54 a barrel. Despite their restraint agreement, the latest data shows most major exports pumping more, not less, and especially Russia. The gold price is lower too, now down to $1,169 an ounce, giving back yesterday's late rally. And the New Zealand dollar will start today at about the same level it was at this time yesterday, it's 71.1 US cents. On the cross rates, it's at 95.4 Aussie cents, and against the euro, it's up to 66.1 euro cents. And TWI is now marginally lower at 76.7. I'm David Chaston, and that was 90 at 9, brought to you by Interest.co.nz.